Sunshine State, a hotbed of passionate football fans. It is not hard to find where rivalry battle lines in the state are drawn on a day like today. These two are due to lock up once again, and we can't wait to get it started. Welcome to the home of the Florida State Seminoles, Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Florida Gators, taking on a team from the ACC, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Seminoles will kick it off to get us underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. Slips through the line. He's on the loose. And there he goes. He will score. Touchdown, Florida. And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing it at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Well, I'd say that's quite a way to make an early statement. Take the opening kickoff and run it all the way back for a touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Seminoles offense has the ball first today. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them...
Turning it on! That's the 30. That is exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line. Going to the run, it's Anderson. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He's got him. And he'll haul it over and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State.
A lot of coaches talk about scripting the first series. You could tell the script reads, get that wide receiver the football because he can make plays. The quarterback, you could tell he has confidence in his guy. He finds him, and he does the rest.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Gators offense has the ball for the first time. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this quarterback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse. It's going to be between those two.
You know, so many people have already been talking about this individual one-on-one matchup, David, and it's going to be happening out on an island all game long. The receiver's got speed, he's got game-breaking ability, catching the football from climbing the ladder. He's going up against one of the best shutdown corners in the game. I cannot wait to watch this.
Yeah, and he's got the speed to stay with him and the instincts, and he's been so great out wide in every game. This is a huge test. This is a Sunday test. 2 NFL guys going at it to see who's going to take home the prize.
And Nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Looking to pass. It's Newton. He's going for a big play downfield. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They evened things up the last time they had it, and the defense helped them out and a chance to go on top with this drive. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. The Seminoles trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll run play action. Finds his tight end. He's out of bounds at the 38-yard line. And the Seminoles will hustle to the line. On third down, he drops to throw. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. The Noles will try to pin them back with the punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And you just won't see a more effective punt than that, out of bounds inside the 5-yard line. And the roar is reverberating throughout this stadium as the defense has them pinned deep. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He's going for it all. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down. They've got him pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep him there. Looking for a crease. It's Daniels. Gives him a little more breathing room. A 3-yard gain out to the 7.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
It's complete to the left. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. The Gators come to the line with a new set of downs. Back to throw, it's Newton. Intercepted, a first-half turnover can swing momentum. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Noles!
And they come up with a huge pick six, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Gators sending the offense back to work. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Already down 14-7. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. And the Gators have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. He's got an open man. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Daniels.
Well, look, this quarterback has struggled a little bit in this game with interceptions. Maybe he was being too greedy early on. That time made a real good decision. I'll tell you what, that's a nice catch by the running back because that ball's in the air a long time. You're throwing it all the way out to the flat like that. He looked like a receiver making that catch and getting extra yards.
And in this weather, man, you start to see more of this. You try to throw the ball harder to penetrate it through the weather and get it to your target. But just catching the football that's a little bit slippery sometimes, you'll see some of those drops, and it's just part of the game.
He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. The Gators are rolling down the field. Looking downfield, it's Newton. He's got it down the middle. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. The Gators come to the line in the hurry-up. it's West. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. We've come to the end of the period, and Florida State has the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. So after the break, they'll go back to work. They'll try the run. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. And the Gators can really attack on this second and short. From the gun, the ground game. There he goes. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Gators!
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming in this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. This rivalry only dates back to the late 50s, but what it might lack in long-term history, it more than makes up for in disdain, guys.
And historically, this game really has meant a lot. You go back to the 90s, this was basically a de facto national championship game before the championship game. Remember, they played twice back in 1996, the year Danny Werfel won the Heisman Trophy. So this game always means a lot.
He'll do it himself. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? So now it's second and long.
As an offense, you're okay with that. You're going to run option plays, and sometimes you're going to bust it big, but sometimes you don't necessarily read it correctly, get some positive yards, and then we come back and we do it all over again with different reads against a different defense.
Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shot at midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. And the Noles will line it up on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Gets it out fast. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs. The Seminoles want to move quickly.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down.
They go with the option. Quarterback keeps it himself. And look, we've seen this guy on tape, guys, break these tackles and take...
It's a running room. Touchdown, Seminoles. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
It's so nice as a quarterback when it's not just your receivers that are dangerous after the catch. How about the yak ability by this tight end? He's a guy that can stretch the field. He can make DBs miss, and he's got speed. He's a generational talent. He's really helping out this offense.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Find some fresh air. Oh, he's got some space. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down. That was just an open alley for that back. I don't think he was touched once before the tackle.
So he wouldn't even been down in 2-hand touch?
No. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
And with that run, goes over 100 yards. We knew coming into this game tonight, they wanted to force feed him the football. They knew to win the game, they were going to have to establish the running game and be the more physical team in the trenches. You turn around and give this guy the ball, good things generally happen, and we've seen that over the course of this game.
Oh, they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go. From From the gun, running back gets to give. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Florida. All even up after that one. Basically a brand new game.
And with a tie, guess what? Back to the offense. Back to the offense. Which defense can get a stop? These offenses have been humming.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like 2 heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do?
Breaks into the open. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Marking out of bounds at the 46.
How about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. And the Seminoles decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Oh, it's off the side of his foot. No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. On the run, it's Daniels. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. Whatever the fastest tempo they have is, that's what they'll use. Scanning the field, it's Newton. Catch in the middle, it's West. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. Looking to throw on first down. Got a man, it's West. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. And here comes the offense on second down. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You've got to give your QB some time. You've got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. The Gators kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Preston. A 7-yard pickup, it'll be 2nd and 3. The Gators want to crank the tempo. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Finds his big tight end. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Looking to pass inside the red zone. He's got it into the end zone. Touchdown, Gators!
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. The give to the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, in a rivalry filled with magical moments, even more here today between the Gators and Noles. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the battle between Florida State and Florida plays out.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. And the Gators will kick it away to crank up the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustmts, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone.
Turning it on! Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. The Seminoles in the hurry-up.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down, make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
Makes the grab.
Love the location of the throw on that slant pass. Put it out in front of the receiver, put it on his face mask so he can catch it and try to advance.
Off the play fake. Using the quick game. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The Seminoles really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Wide open downfield. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down?
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down, and listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Anderson with the carry. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Got it! He gets it in! Touchdown, Florida State!
No quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And they did make the extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the third. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
The Big 12 has become must-see TV, and fellas, today's clash is no different. West Virginia is ahead right now, but that's not exactly Major Harris out there. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by 11 over Kansas State. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about in this one, the Big 12, or anywhere else. Ben?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Right on the money. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. The Gators have taken it inside the 20. The give out of the gun. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive.
Touchdown, Florida! And that one will put them up here in the second half.
The identity of this offense is their ability to run the football. They're doing that in this game. That's now 3 rushing touchdowns on the day.
And the extra point splits the uprights. They're up 35-28. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete.
Tell you what, that was a lightning fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Quickly to the tight end. There he goes! He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. And the Seminoles moving quickly to the line.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Noles with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to pass on second down. Fires to the big fella. And they swarm him under. And the Noles come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. This quarterback part of their running game. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss. The Seminoles will punt it away on fourth down. Hauls it in, looking for space. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Leaves it with the running back. Got the first down. Looking for more. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Solid run on the last play, gives this offense another first down. When your best is demanded on a big stage like this against a rival, he has delivered, cracking the 150-yard mark.
No doubt about it. What do we say? Big-time players make big plays in big games. The games don't get bigger than this for this team right here, and this guy, David, has shown up to them.
And it's so nice as a coach to have that dude that you know you can count on. He'll put up big numbers, and he's been carrying this offense.
Motion from the wideout. The play-action fake. Throws for the tight end. And the pass is incomplete, but the flag flies, and there was a lot of early contact there.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. You simply can't do it, and the referee's called.
The give to the lone running back. This time they stop him in the backfield, and that has been a rare sight in this game tonight.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, third quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. Looking for a man. It's Newton. Trying to make magic on the scramble. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. So first down, we'll open up the final period. Out of the gun, the give to the back. Got some room, entered to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Gators! They put up another score here in the fourth, and they are well on their way to an 11-1 regular season. And the Gators have chomped down, and they've put a little distance between themselves and the Noles.
You know, both of these teams always have lots of speed, but it's the Gators. They look like the faster team pulling away here in the second half. Big plays offensively, and their defense is really flying around.
And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start.
Oh, he's got some space. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down. And the Seminoles racing to the line in the hurry-up.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
The Seminoles with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. They'll try to snap it quickly. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Grab near the marker. It's Gibson. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. They absolutely had to have that third down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the third down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
And he's brought down after a nice game. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Noles!
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Gators sending the offense back to work. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
And talking to coaches this week, that's their guy. The running back is the guy they feel the most confident in. So I expect down the stretch, when you got a lead in this football game, you're going to keep hammering away with your best player.
Breaks into the open. They finally get him stopped. This veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? You've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down there?
All out of space. The 20. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And this situation here on second down is the exact situation this offense wanted to stay out of. You got the lead late in the ball game. You want to get positive yards, keep that clock ticking. Now in this situation, it's interesting. Do they want to throw the football? How much do they trust their quarterback not to make a mistake here late in the football game with the lead?
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
This offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
To the air. It's Newton. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's cut. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And now the lead is even bigger.
That's a big drive for this offense in the fourth quarter. Now to take a two-possession lead, you got the other offense where you want them. Now you get to rush the passer, make them pass a little bit more, and don't give up those big plays. You're in a really good spot now.
Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the grab. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The Seminoles are in the hurry-up. Let's take a second here to talk about Florida State. He's been under pressure all season, and they really haven't done much to turn down that heat. And it's just hard to imagine that this guy will be back leading this program next year.
Yeah, you want to see him finish strong, and I think Coach needs to finish strong. All the negativity swirling around the program, obviously, you hear it. It's a part of it. The kids hear it, but finishing strong would kind of ease some of that. But Palmer, it's the body of work. Everything he did this season is going to be taken into account. And it's going to be tough, I think, for him to keep his job.
It's a combination of wins and losses this year, but it's also about who's out there. There's some good big-time candidates, some good coaches that could come in. We know they've got the money to spend. It just seems like they're going to make a change.
He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. To the air on first down. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. Back to pass. Got his man. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Going back to the well, another deep ball. This is caught for the late touchdown, so let's not put this one to bed just yet.
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a one-possession game. We've got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Indiana is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today.
Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Purdue. This one has actually kind of exceeded expectations. Always a memorable chapter in the book of college football.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Touchdown, Seminoles! And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
Really good execution by this offense late in the game, under a minute, score to take the lead. It's what you draw up, it's what you dream about, but now my defense has to go on the field and get me one more stop.
From inside the 10, here he comes. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. And they're going to have to fight this defense, and they're also up against it with time, Jesse.
Yeah, no doubt, Reese. And this quarterback now, he's going to have to show off his poise, David. They practice these late-game situations, but how's this guy going to respond?
And I got a little bit of time to work with here, so I watch the defense, and if they're going to drop back and play real conservative like they tend to do late in the game, let's get a few shots over the middle first before we have to take that deep shot.
Hey, listen, it's hard for an offense. When you're trailing late in the game, you've got to throw to get back in. The defense already knows it anyway. On top of that, you've got this weather that you have to deal with. These conditions are not conducive to playing pitch and catch. This is a big uphill battle for this offense.
He steps out of bounds, stops the clock after a short pickup of 7, and it's getting dire in terms of the clock. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Looking to throw, it's Newton. Fires to the big fella. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Wants to throw on first down. Looking to the big tight end. He just about put this game away if he'd been able to hold on to that one. Instead, it's second down.
And this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Second and 10, he'll throw again. He's taking the deep shot. And he throws another interception, his third one of the night. Got room on the return. Quick step and go. And what a way for this defense to end it. A pick as time runs out. It was vitriolic, it was intense, and it went to the Seminoles as Florida State will dine on Gator after winning in this rivalry matchup. Thanks so much. much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.